4 week short rest,
Okay.
which is a 1d10, I think, for a heal. Plus my fighter level. Okay.
If we're doing a short rest, I'd like to read my magic book.
Okay.
I would like to investigate the room also.
Reading your magic book. The room is. I mean, are you just investigating the room itself? What are you looking for? Something in particular?
I'm looking for the other half of that round thing I found.
Roll a d12. Rumble. You are able to discern the wizard's notes and discover that he has scribed the spell Shield. Okay, and then the search for Petalin. You don't find any other stones that look like the one that you had while searching the room.
I'm going to spend 3 hit dice.
Okay.
Can I just click this? Dope. Okay. That helps.
Is your constitution only 1? Huh.
Constitution, yes.
Okay.
I'll spend 2 hit die.
Okay.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay, so that puts me back up to 4.
Yeah, that's real good rolls.
I have a very good nap.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Anybody else?
I do not dream about ghosts.
I'll spend
I dream
one.
about fighting skulls, but not ghosts.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna grab my spear from the skull and just like peer where it was and see if there's anything left or unusual about the spot where the skull just was destroyed or killed.
Okay. Okay.
Anything
Oh,
special?
I forgot I got hit by that dumb door.
Will you
So I'll-
perceive?
I use the book though.
Yep.
You can still short rest while you're looking through the book. Oh, so 5.
Yeah,
You're
I
no
gotta
longer
take
at
it off.
disadvantage.
Yeah.
Poor 20 just got burned.
Yep.
So, I mean, you're looking around the area where it was. Within the skull fragments, you're pretty sure you find a small key. It may have been the rattling sound that you heard previously as it was cackling.
I just kind of pick it up and like toss it on the table so that it's very clear to everyone else in the room that there was something found, and just be like, "What do you think this is for?"
Is there a door like all the other rooms?
Yes, yes. Oh, is it not revealed?
No.
No.
So,
Where there's a key, there must be a lock.
everything in there is scorched and blackened to ash.
Was this door
So-
just opened? Or did we need the key?
Well, it looks
for
like
this?
Petalin just went through it.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
They're investigating. I just pocket the key.
Okay.
Should I roll again to search this room for the other half of
So-
that thing?
So that key is a small key, maybe the length of like a human pinky finger, with the head in the shape of a flame.
Okay.
And what'd you say, Susanna?
Oh, I was just asking if I should roll again to search the ash for the other half of
Sure.
the round bit, the stone.
Mm-hmm. It's a bunch of soot and ash. You sort through it. You find what looks to be maybe the blade of what was once a kitchen knife.
Egg will also search the ash room.
Okay.
Yep.
Within the room of ash, as you're sorting through and sifting through the piles, you find a small white marble.
I found a thing.
It stands out to you as having survived the flames.
I show it to Pedalin. I found a thing.
Oh. We should compare and see what the madam says of the two things that we have found.
Sounds good.
You completed your short rest uninterrupted, and now what?
So I think Egg and I kind of want to take out the little white marble and the half dome smooth stone that we've found, and just kind of everybody's all looking at them and just kind of seeing, you know, here they are. Maybe the madam and I should check them out, see if we know what they are.
Sure.
What is that? Is that an Arcana check? How do we identify the items in the...
I think it's something you do during a long rest.
It is,
Is
yeah.
it a long rest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so well, we can put them in our bags for now. It's just something to keep in mind for later.
But if you want, I can let you make an Arcana check just to kind of have an idea of what it is. But you don't even know if these are magic, so...
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're just shiny rocks. Like
I will
one
use
is
all my Arcana senses.
that is a really
Dang.
shiny rock.
Ooh, shiny.
So the white marble almost looks like a pearl, but it's like gray, like a grayish white, like an off. Well, I don't want to say off white, but it's like the color of the map over here. I don't know if you can see that ping if you guys are zoomed out far enough.
Nope.
No.
Well, then I'll just reveal the area above you, like that.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm.
And then the blue stone is like a translucent aquamarine gemstone, but it's like a perfect dome, and then the other side of it is like half, or the other half of it is flat. Maybe just a fancy paperweight.
It's a pretty paperweight.
While that may be, we're looking for something a little more extravagant, I think.
Something with a little more oomph.
I'd nod. I say we
Just
continue looking.
casually slip it into my bag.
Okay.
I'm gonna go stand at the doorway.
I hold on to my marble.
Interesting.
So I guess we're ready to move on?
Yep.
Where to?
So do these stairs, do they still keep going down, or do they just go up now?
They do keep going down or up.
Well, the coin pointed down.
You want to flip the coin again?
I nod.
Sure.
All right. The coin again. Slash.
The coin points to the west.
I look at Petalin and say, "Did you declare what you were looking for?"
I did not. All right. So, again, we're looking for magic item to repair the wards. Ping.
The coin points to the west.
Down it is.
I picked the coin up and put it back in my pocket.
Okay, so you guys head down the spiral stairway. After what feels like an eternity, you walk down, it gets cooler and cooler. You come across a blank wall.
That's it?
Yep.
I reach out and touch the wall.
It feels like stone.
I say under my breath, stupid coin.
I lean on the wall with my back facing towards it, like a cool guy.
Mm-hmm.
I just
on the wall.
stare at him as he's doing this.
And he's leaning against the wall. You think to yourself, man, if he had some sort of like paper wrapped fiery inhalant, he would just look so rad right now.
Especially if there were multiple of them in a little case wrapped up in his sleeve.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And like something to put over his eyes that were really dark.
Yeah.
But alas, he does not.
Correct.
Nope.
If only
Is
such a
there-
thing existed.
I can only dream of being cool.
So there's no markings on the wall at all?
Nope.
What
Just,
about
just an unfinished wall.
what about on the floor or the walls adjoining it?
Well, how would you determine that kind of information?
Guess I would have to investigate, wouldn't I?
I'm just gonna do a general perception check.
Okay.
As I'm leaning against the wall and looking around.
Okay. You look around. You're in a dimly lit corridor that spirals downward, and I mean the stairs are well maintained. You can see a groove, even in the center from where many have walked here before. Investigating, you don't see any sort of symbols or anything like that. It's just well hewn stone that comes up to an unfinished wall.
I rub the marble against the wall and try to see if I can like write on it with it.
It makes an uncomfortable scraping sound.
Ugh. Stop that.
I stop.
I just wrap my fist on the wall like knocking.
I mean, it sounds and feels like hitting stone.
So solid. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Try
Up it
rubbing
is.
the key on it.
Well, there's not any little cracks or anything to put the key in.
No, you just put the key on its side and rub it up against it. That's how keys work.
Is it?
Probably not.
Up it is.
Okay. You guys are back at the mess landing.
I
Up
think
one
we all
more
agree
time?
we just continue up.
Okay. You're now back at the main landing, where you entered the building.
And
Just
once more.
up.
Even higher up.
Mm-hmm.
These stairs. You guys.
A second.
I've been more tired today.
Yeah, no kidding.
And you guys are going to need to go up and to the left as soon as the reveal area tool works.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Oh, wait, no. Do that. Another gate that looks like some sort of maybe common area. For some reason, my furniture disappeared, but let's just say there's like a lounge furniture area over here with a small fire pit, and you can see that it's vented into the outside with a large hole in the side of the wall. There are a few different doors in the room, and then 2 columns on either side.
Do we still have the big key from the first gate?
Does somebody have that in their inventory?
Or did we leave it in the gate?
I didn't grab it.
I think we left it there.
Well,
Is this
you guys-
a
you guys
similar kind of
try-
lock, or does this lock, would it fit the little key we have?
You can see that it is a similar style of gate lock as the one below.
All right, I go back to get the key,
Okay. Egg retrieves the key.
and I come back up to
Mhm.
try and open this gate.
Everybody just waits.
Yep.
I'm gonna catch
Okay.
my breath.
Okay. So you slide the key into the keyhole. It goes in there like it was made for it. And you try to turn it, only to find that it wasn't locked.
Well, I pocket.
That's on us.
Yeah.
Slide to the side.
Yeah, no, that's our fault. For sure.
Is
All
this
right.
as high as... Do the stairs keep going up?
They do keep going up.
Mm. Are there any sort of chests or anything in this room? Or is it just the lounge furniture and
So-
the fire pit?
These are doors?
Yes.
Okay.
Put my hand on the pillar
Okay.
and look towards the other one.
Okay.
What are you
I
doing,
humor
Egg?
him and put my hand on the other pillar.
You feel a moment of warmth. And lights go out.
I put my hand back on the pillar.
Actually, Egg, are you standing on the crevice?
Oh, was there a crevice there?
I believe so. But we'll not punish you for not looking at the map. Your character would not have stepped
was
into
only-
the crevice.
I was
Yeah.
looking at the part where
Yeah.
it was close.
Yeah. So you stand precariously on the edge.
Yep.
Turn the lights back on.
Yep.
Okay.
While the lights are off, I ask, how do you turn out the light? And then put my hand on it.
But just not. Just start exploring. I assume these are not
Nice.
wide.
Can we just walk over these crevices, like, with a...
Yeah.
I carefully just do so.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to this door here.
Okay.
Same thing as before, just listening.
You don't hear anything beyond.
Okay.
All right, before he opens the door... Wait, first of all, who's opening the door?
Oh, I'm not opening the door. You just see me, like, going near it, like...
Yeah.
I'm not, like, prepped to open it, though.
Right. Zan, do you want to open the door?
I shrug and
I stand here and lean against the wall like a cool guy.
Okay.
As he does that, I move to this door and listen in.
Are you leaning because you're wounded still?
So
No.
you listen and you go ahead and make a perception check. You think you sound... You think you hear the sound of, like, water being pushed around.
I just kind of do, like, a whistle to get, like, everybody's attention and then just, like, point at the door.
Mhm.
I turn around so that I'm now facing this door instead of the other door. But continue leaning. Trying to be cool.
I just say quietly, I hear water.
All those in favor?
All
Well-
opposed? I start
Right,
opening the door.
Open it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Not
the door
opposed.
Slides open.
Okay.
I'm not going to move the object because it'll get all funky. So the door's open.
Cool.
Inside, it looks like a couple of beds, and off to the right is a small studying desk. It looks like this may have been made up as some sort of guest chambers, as there is a viewing port built into the western wall, which looks out over the temple grounds.
I
Oh,
don't
interesting.
see any water.
I point over to Petalin, and then I point to the desk as in, like, investigate that. I'm going to start looking under the beds and around that.
Oh, you're also standing next to a door. You can see.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Okay.
I just want to investigate the beds, and I just motion for Petalin to investigate the desk as I do so.
Mm.
Which I will do.
I go over the door and listen to see if I hear water.
Okay.
Here, let's... Egg, you go near the door. I'm right here.
I'll step out.
And Thame, you're searching the beds?
I'm searching the beds. Yep.
Okay.
Over,
Madam,
under,
I didn't
wherever.
see anything in this desk for me. Did you want to take a look?
Is that what that 18 is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fluffing the pillows a little bit, see if anything's there.
So, in the dilapidated ruins of this guest room, you can tell that they were once very luxurious. Like, you could just see that despite the rot, it was some high-quality linens. People who stayed here were well taken care of. The desk is still standing. It's made of, like, a rich, thick, dark wood. Really weird sentence to say. But
I thought you were going to say rich mahogany.
no. Inside the drawers, you see what looks like just a pen nib, and that's it. And then, as far as the beds, there's nothing on them or underneath them.
Cool.
Egg, as you're listening at the door, you definitely hear what sounds like water being pushed around.
What do you hear, Egg?
Definitely water being swishing and swirling around.
I look at him questioningly and be like, so why aren't you opening the door?
And I open the door.
The door slides open freely. Inside, a small bathtub filled with water and a skeleton. And inside the skeleton, seemingly animating it, is G. He lets out a ghostly "Woo!" and disappears quickly through the floor. The skeleton goes slack. Let's see. To get the correct layers here. And then...
Egg just stares deadpan. That will haunt my nightmares.
What an interesting fellow.
I guess
Should
he
we
missed
search his
bathing.
bones?
Find his boner.
Hey-o.
So what's going on?
Oh.
Investigating the bones,
Okay.
I think is what they were talking about.
So you check out the bones. Who's checking out the bones?
I got it.
Thame? Are
Yep.
you proficient in medicine?
I am, yeah.
Make a medicine check.
Nice.
So this skeleton immediately catches your attention. So the others have like diseased and rotted and decayed. This one is like pristine and like bleach white. It's just like very well kept. Upon closer inspection, you realize it was a prop.
Yeah, okay.
Still funny, though.
Yeah,
What?
it's pretty good.
Boy, G got you pretty bad there, huh, Egg?
Is the water fresh?
Ew.
Like,
Mm,
or is it like
no,
stale?
it's
Okay.
yeah, no.
Yeah.
The only reason
What, are you
it's
gonna
even in
use
here
it?
is because the room is otherwise like unlit most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna use that water to make some oatmeal with your ancient oats?
Nope. I'm done here. Enough
Yeah.
trauma for me.
Agreed.
Next door.
Yeah, I'll just do it. I'll open it.
Yeah, I'm behind you.
All right, you push on the door and find that it's jarred. It's not. It doesn't swing open freely. It feels like something is maybe barricading it from the other side.
How far am I opening it?
A hair.
I'll push harder.
That typically is accompanied by a roll.
A roll. Yeah. Yeah. It's a pretty good roll.
So you push pretty hard and are able to just like, at that point, you fracture the top half of the door. Make a perception check. Inside the room, you can see several bookcases have been pushed over. Is a much larger room. This work desk has several candles burnt down to the stand, and clutch like hiding or pressed into the corner. I'll just grab this one since. Bam, got it.
I'll step aside and look towards Pendleton.
Pendleton?
Pendleton.
That's my cousin.
Pendleton.
They look so alike.
I guess, am I small enough to fit through the breakage in the door without like shredding myself on splinters?
Yeah, you can squeeze in there.
All right.
You can climb on top of the bookcases.
Have fun.
I don't know that I'm gonna be able to move these bookcases though.
I mean, anybody could crawl through. I mean, it's half of the door missing. Now.
Oh, so anybody could come through.
Yeah.
I will also come through.
Okay.
Can I?
Yeah.
Oh,
Even the Meat Mountain can fit. I'm assuming that you guys are gonna move these bookcases.
Well, I'm not.
I
I actually go to this door and just listen in again.
Okay.
I move the bookcase, try to move the bookcase so that the door is clear.
Sure.
Is the door Fame is on? Push or pull?
It looks like it could go either way. There's just one small little latch or handle.
by doors.
So I'm gonna investigate
Okay.
very badly.
I'm just
I will
gonna open
also
the door I'm
investigate
at.
The desk.
Looks like where people ate.
Gotcha.
Pedalin, in your investigation, you find that the skeleton is clutching the remnants of a slightly charred journal. Just the outside bits of it are burned. Most of the pages are illegible, but if you can see that they've just been burned away or baked away. But it looks like there may be one or two that you could read.
Yeah, are you putting those in my journal or?
Well, I'm asking if you want to read them.
I'm gonna have to pry something else from a dead body.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. All right, I'm gonna poke it with my quarterstaff to see if
So-
the bones will maybe just fall away.
So as you reach out to poke it with the quarterstaff, the skeleton lurches to life, and its arm reaches out as if to grasp you. It lets out an unearthly, just like a wail, and then the arm falls limp, and it drops the book on the ground.
I'm just kind of frozen there, like brandishing my quarterstaff.
Oh.
Just
Fame and Madame Beldam, you hear an echoing like gasp from the room beyond, as well as Pedalin's shriek.
I turn to Beldam and say, "Do you hear something?"
Nope.
I open this door.
And we proceed to investigate this door.
Egg just looks at Zan and says, "See, that's why you don't trust skeletons."
I'm not.
I'm gonna do an investigation roll. I'm investigating this room just to save some time.
Okay.
I'll pick up the journal.
Great.
Is this a door over here?
Yes. Give me one moment.
All right. Egg will go to open that door because he can't sit still. So that's why his investigating is so bad.
Fame and Madame Beldam, you find that this was a nice, like a well put together kitchenette. It looks like there was a dumbwaiter in the corner where they could potentially receive supplies from the rooms below. Other than that, nothing unique stands out to you. And then, Egg, did you
Is
say you were
the
opening?
Yes.
dumbwaiter big enough to to fit a half gnome.
That's what I'm thinking too.
No.
I think it would probably be a squeeze, but you might could manage it.
Okay. It seems operational though, and like everything's fine with it. Okay.
Yep. All right, so Pedalin, you rolled investigation, looking in the room, and found the skeleton holding a book. Was there anything in particular that you were looking for while you were searching, or were you just digging around? Because if you're rolling investigate, that implies that there's a motive.
Well, I was looking for specifically papers or references to what's the word? Relics. Like, I didn't think that there would be any relics specifically in this room, but I was like looking for maybe more notes like we found downstairs.
Okay. So would you are you searching the desk?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then search the desk.
Okay.
Or is that what your investigation roll was?
Well, it was the general room, and then I was going to do the desk specifically later.
Okay. Well, then the general room, you find the book. Let's roll the desk search now.
Damn.
Okay. So as you're rifling through the desk drawers, just looking for basically anything you can find, the only item that seems to have survived the test of time is a single finger bone.
Me and skeletons today. So I pick it up.
Or I guess I should say series of finger bones. It makes up the entire, like an entire skeletal finger.
Okay, so it's a finger made of bones. Like it's the bone fingers.
Yeah.
Like, are they still connected,
it's
or
the
are they in a
bone
little heap?
fingers. they are connected.
Okay.
So Beldam and I found like nothing of value in here.
Correct.
What a waste of time. I sneer and I just walk back out to the main area.
So there's like a tub in this room?
Yes, it's another bathing room.
All right.
This looks like it was the room of the keeper.
I skim the bottom of the tub for anything. Just stick
Ew,
my arm
gross.
in.
That's used bathwater.
Oh. Oh, okay.
I come to the half door and swing open the bottom half of the door and say, Pedalin, we need you.
For what?
So Pedalin, that was supposed to only go into Pedalin's journal. If you guys want to read it, you can. Eventually, it'll get shared. But right now, she's the only one that has that.
Okay. I didn't
Gotcha.
read it yet, so.
Sorry. Pedalin, we need you. I heard.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, as I motion to the other room.
So let me get this straight. I scream in fear, and then nobody comes. And then you come in here and say you need my help?
Yes.
I just pick up the finger bones and put them in my pocket and be like, okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I guess we're going into this other room for some reason.
Seems so. Oh, you were searching the bottom of the bathtub, right?
Yeah.
Did you roll for that?
I rolled an
Is it
8.
There's some sort of soapy scum settled along the sides and bottom. You're able to scrape some of that away on a blade.
Delicious.
Gross.
I just like whipping onto the floor. I'm just gonna do a general perception check for this tiny room now that I'm on my knees.
It's so there. As you're looking around in the room, you notice that there's a vent beneath the bathtub.
Like a air vent, or
Like a slatted, like they've cut lines into the stone, and it's a vent that comes up from below.
can I like peer down it and see if I can see or hear anything through it?
You'd have to move the tub. Like the tub is like maybe 2 inches above.
Gotcha. Can I move the tub?
Yeah, you could probably push or drag it out of the way.
All right, I will do that to try
Okay.
and clear the vent.
As you're pushing and pulling on the ancient wood, it splinters and the remaining water within just floods out, and you get soaked in gross water. The rest of it goes down the drain below.
Uh-huh. Well, that figures.
But you now have moved a tub.
I've moved.
So I guess the grate got tied to the tub, and now I have to see if I can find another one.
I probably heard it burst or whatever. The tub.
Yeah.
I walk in here and just look at him like, what did you do?
You walk in, he's soaked. It stinks. Like it smells like rot water.
I turn around and just walk this way. Classic egg.
It smells like eggs.
Yeah.
All right, so
At least I'm
Petalin
not
was
on
called
fire.
over to do what? And Egg, what are you doing?
I'm now looking down the, like,
Okay.
I don't care because I'm now soaked, so I'm on
Mhm.
on the floor looking
Mhm.
down the grate, see
It's
if I
dark.
can see or hear anything. Gotcha. I will light a torch,
Okay.
and I will throw a torch down there.
It's
I can't
not
fit it
large
through the
enough to
grate.
fit it
Okay.
through. In fact, as you lean over it, you can see what looks like maybe it's been flame touched. Like there are scorch marks on the metal.
Mm-hmm. Is there any way to open the grate?
You could certainly try and pry it open. Anybody have a pry bar?
Nope.
I have a javelin. Or a
Maybe-
spear.
Hmm. I mean, you could try to use one of those, I suppose. You would need to pry it away.
Yeah.
I have a wooden spoon.
Yeah, can I attempt to stick a javelin through and
Sure.
pry
you
it
can
just
try.
with leverage?
Yeah, make a strength check.
Nice.
Yeah, you do manage to heave it and just somehow pull the iron out. You can see that the only reason you were able to do so is just due to its age. The edges have rusted away from where the bath has been drained over it so many times.
Alright, I throw a torch down.
Okay. Make a perception check. You watch the torch fall, and it's a pretty light. Down it goes, and then it seems to take a turn and disappear.
Huh.
Gotcha. Well, that was fun. I found a hole. I just come out of the room.
Pedal in.
What now?
I don't say that because I can't say that. I was just joking.
As you can
In
go
the
over to them.
in the other room, I
Hmm.
point to the dumbwaiter, look at Petalin, and then just look back at the dumbwaiter.
No. No. Nope.
Why
Answer's no. I don't.
not? Just a look.
For what?
We don't know where it leads.
It's a dumbwaiter. It's gonna go down to the kitchens. And I'd rather not fall 3 stories, thank you very much.
You wouldn't fall. You'd be enclosed in a box that moves up and down a corridor.
And if the box falls with me in it,
The box will save you.
I don't know that it will.
Come on. You're the only one who can fit.
What? It's a dumbwaiter. It's just gonna go back down to the kitchens.
Well, better to make sure.
I moved back to the main area.
Okay.
Are you gonna be moving me up, or are you gonna be moving me down in that thing?
Can we investigate the dumbwaiter and see if it goes up at all?
Sure. So it's well, I guess roll your investigation.
Also, how ratty is this bed?
Which bed?
This one?
Oh, that one. It's pretty much dilapidated at this point.
Hmm.
So, I mean, the dumbwaiter only goes down. Does not go up.
Down it is.
I mean, okay. I want everyone to be aware that I have strong objections to this, considering we could just go up the staircase some more.
Where in the room is the dumbwaiter, actually?
It would be right here.
Can we move the dumbwaiter down a little bit to, like, with the door open so that we can see what state the rope and or chain is in?
What?
So dumbwaiters, they work on ropes and chains like an elevator, right?
Yes.
Like, can we leave the door open, the cupboard that hides the dumbwaiter,
Uh-huh.
we leave that open and move it down so we can see what state the chains are in when the dumbwaiter is like out of view.
Yeah. Are you just like running the dumbwaiter?
Yeah.
Okay. So you leave the door open and you start to work the chain pulley it's a series of chains you just pull or let that slide down. Do you know how to release the lock?
What lock?
Well, I mean, it gets locked in place.
I mean,
Pull
should
up
we...
on it a little bit, right?
I'm asking, would your character have any idea how this thing functions?
Probably not, no.
Would anybody's character have an idea how this functions?
Absolutely not.
You tell me. In that case,
No.
Like, I would understand the idea of it, but I wouldn't know how it works.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up in
I mean,
a
if it's
circus,
ropes and
so-
pulleys, Egg might, depending
Okay.
on how similar it is to Chip Stuff,
Sure.
but he's
Okay,
not
then
over there.
Okay, that's fine.
He's trying to air out his clothes.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he's stripping down and bringing stuff out. While
Mhm.
people
Well,
are
yeah, it would
messing
be
around
like
right now.
raising a flag or whatever on the ship, right? Same idea.
Yeah. So yeah, so if someone asks him, he might know, but right now he's preoccupied.
Sure.
Well, Madame Beldam is very sold on this idea.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well,
she,
I'm not gonna
goes
go
to get
ask
the
Ed.
pirate.
Okay.
I put
Walks
my back
on,
to the wall like I saw Egg do earlier and try to look cool, but like with nobody watching.
Make a charisma check.
hey,
Damn.
So as Madame Beldam and Egg exit the master bedroom of the keeper, they see an awkwardly standing half-orc trying to figure out
What?
just
No, I
how
wasn't
he
doing
can make-
anything.
Yeah.
To further convince Egg, I touch his dirty clothes with prestidigitation and clean them off.
Okay. So-
Sweet.
You go over to the dumbwaiter.
Yep.
Just you undo the latch and you start pulling the chain to raise it up. And as you're doing so, you can tell that these chains are old. Like they're old like everything else. And there's spots of rust on them, all that stuff. But I mean, it's metal; it'll hold up. It's well crafted. Eventually, you finally raise the platform all the way up, and you can see that there's just a hole rusted through or like rotted through the wooden platform that they used to put things on here.
Well, we might be able to lower her down on this if we build a new dumbwaiter
Nope.
cage.
I'm gonna go back and get that half a door that was broken off and
Okay.
place it to cover the hole.
I
How are you
strongly
going to-
object.
How are you going to fasten it? That's... You don't have a hammer or nails or screw. You don't have any tools for
You
this.
just lay it gingerly over the hole.
I just
Oh.
walk out of the room.
Okay.
I'm just gonna like sneak out and make my way towards the staircase.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully no one will notice.
Okay. Anyway, moving on. What are we doing? I know you're sold on the dumbwaiter, and that's fine if you can find a way to make it work. But as it is now, it's certain death. What do you guys do?
I'm standing out here wondering what's taking so long.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm ready to go up.
I look at the bottom because I'm not
I look
committed
at
to this
Egg.
plan, but he did.
Knowing that he
she
has
did,
woodworking tools.
Yeah. All right.
Mhm.
I get to.
So Madame Beldam and Egg set to work repairing the dumbwaiter. What do the
Yeah.
rest of you do?
There we go.
I'm gonna go over to Thame and pull out the journal page that I found
Okay.
and show it to him and see what he thinks of it.
Okay. I'm gonna actually read it to myself here, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if somebody would be so kind as to read it out loud for anybody who happens to be listening or watching, that would be great.
I mean, I guess I could. It's a little hard to read, but... Alright.
That is
I
intentional.
can read the cursive if
Like, I can read it if you'd like. Or Zand can.
Well, Zand can't read, but yes, it would give you a speaking role, so go ahead.
Yay!
Another pilgrim complained that the offerings in the pillars were missing. Found brother Igneous had hidden them away again, claiming that the recent influx of water acolytes was diminishing their influence within the temple. These politics begin to weigh heavy on my mind. The firekeepers are unhappy. We'll have to think of something to boost their morale and numbers at the next ceremony. Restored the orbs to the pillars and reset the mechanism. Found an air acolyte dead outside the temple this morning. The 10th acolyte to turn up missing or dead in 2 weeks. The protections around the temple are fading. We are not in harmony. The elements are no longer at peace. I anticipate conflict and strife in the future. The Keeper's key must be kept safe. Should I read 2?
So you can tell that this is much later in the entries. It's just much deeper in the journal itself.
Mm-hmm.
What? It's not opening?
Chaos has befallen the Temple of the Elements. Balance is lost. The
Anchor stones.
Anchor stones were taken. I will be the last Grand Keeper. They assault the door. Oh, they assault the door. Okay. My magic has failed. All is lost.
Aw.
This is the first I'm seeing of this, so I ask, where did you get this?
Well, not that anybody cared, but when I was screaming in terror earlier, I got it from the skeleton in that room. I just kind of point through the broken door.
Brother Igneous. You think that's the skull?
It would make sense. Because if the dead body in there was the Grand Keeper and was trying to keep the keys safe, if this Igneous, who has a history of theft, took it, he would have had it. But what's the key for?
Hmm.
And look what else I found! I just like whip out the finger bones. And I just kind of poke him with it. Poke, poke, poke.
I say stop it, and I take a closer look at them. Is there anything special about them, or are they just bones?
You gonna investigate?
Yeah, I'm just looking for
I
them.
haven't actually investigated them at all.
Yeah, I'm looking at them very carefully to see, like, even what type of, like, bone structure they are, if they're human, and all that sort of garbage.
Okay, so with your stellar investigation roll, you can also roll medicine.
Okay.
Oh, it's the fake.
Okay. So you're looking at the bones themselves, and the first thing that strikes you is that they're staying together, despite the fact there's no ligaments, there's no muscles, there's nothing else between them. It's definitely a humanoid bone. It belonged to a living creature at some point in time, but otherwise that's what stands out.
I ask, and where did you find this trinket?
It was in that man's desk. Not sure why he would have kept a finger in there, but that's where it was.
Indeed.
Hey, some people just keep fingers. Egg shouts.
Personally, I would have kept, I don't know, pens, parchment, maybe a little ink, but hey, to each their own.
Indeed. I walk to the thing here right by Zand. And just say to Zand, I will await with you their return. Talking about the group.
The sound of construction work can be heard from beyond.
So, I am going to move here to close to the door and kind of peer in and see what the heck they're doing in there.
You can't. There's no line of sight. You just hear the sound of hammering and the occasional like saw chewing through wood.
All right, I'm gonna step into the room and see what they're doing.
You can see that they are hard at work repairing the dumbwaiter.
Using eggs, carpentry
Woodworking tools. Yeah.
Okay,
You see Madame Beldam hand some nails over to Egg.
I am going to cast Prestidigitation to create a likeness of our friend G. Right in front of Egg's face.
That would be. I don't think you can do that with prestidigitation.
I can't?
No.
I can create a thing?
It's not a minor illusion.
Ah, damn it.
You would need to cast minor illusion.
You might be able to mimic, like, the sound of the voice or something.
Let me see the thing here.
I don't know if that's convincing enough, though.
Blah, 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 blah.
Even then, I don't know. I like where your head's at here, though. It's really funny.
Oh. Okay,
Ominous laughter.
Poor Egg. Everybody's using his traumas against him.
As it should be.
Yeah, as real friends do.
Okay, so what I can't make an image of G appear, but what I can do is create lit letters small enough to like fit in the palm of my hand,
Okay.
but floating in front of his face, and I want them to say "boo" with an exclamation mark or the equivalent in common in front of his face.
Okay. You do that.
Ah!
So, egg. the word "boo" appears in spectral letters hovering over your face.
And they're gonna stay there for like an hour.
Is that charged?
An hour.
It
Well,
shouldn't
up
need
to
be
an
charged.
hour.
I'm
I
just
have to
kidding.
concentrate on it.
Well, I drop my tools and nails and fall backwards, like "Gah!" until I realize the words are just staying there, and then it's like, wait,
I could
what
make
is-
a move
what's going
and
on
follow
here?
you.
So what is everybody doing?
That's a good question.
I'm trying to get this half gnome in the dumbwaiter.
I
know
don't want
what-
to go in the dumbwaiter.
I know what Egg and Madame Beldam are doing. What are the other three doing? I know Petalin is trying to scare Egg into not doing it rather than speaking to him directly and saying that he's wasting his time. So, in the interest of saving our precious time and getting through this, Zand and Thame, what are you doing?
Probably rock, paper, scissors. Just to keep ourselves entertained.
Mm-hmm.
I assume you don't want us to split up.
I don't care if you split up. You're in the temple now.
Yeah, I'm going up. I start walking upstairs.
Oh, yeah, fuck it. Yeah, we're going up.
Okay.
We're the ones that lead the charge anyway, usually.
Okay. So you guys go up.
I mean, I'm used to being alone anyway, so I just walk away from the group.
Give me a sec.
After initially being freaked out by the letters, Egg just starts trying to grab them like a cat.
Your hands just pass through harmlessly.
He just keeps at it. What is this?
Keep trying, you'll get
What
those
is
letters.
this?
You'll get them one day. Okay, so we're off to the right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
As you climb the steps, you come across what looks like a stone doorway, and sitting there, waiting patiently, almost as though he expected you, is G. Why, hello there. I can't say I expected just the two of you, but hello. What are you doing here?
I'll wave.
Investigating, I tell him.
Excellent. I see. Is there anything I can help you?
At the bottom of these stairs is a wall. Did they not have time to finish this temple when they built it?
Probably not. I can't quite remember everything, you know.
Hmm.
Can't just put my finger on it, but I think there are many secrets in this temple, yes. Take this door, for example.
Okay.
This one. No handle. How do you open it? Couldn't say. Anyway, goodbye!
Okay, I'm gonna look very hard at the door and see if I notice any cracks, holes, anything that you could do anything with, or if it's just like a solid slate or whatever.
There is a single crease down the center where it looks like the door opens.
Okay.
So it would be pushed open.
I try pushing open the door.
Try as you might, it doesn't budge.
Okay. Can I tell what type of material this is? Like, is it metal? Is it like marble?
It's like an extravagantly carved or like exceptionally carved stone door.
Stone door. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's no insignias, nothing like that?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Yeah, I look at Zen.
Also,
Okay. Hmm.
30 minutes later, Egg and Madame Beldam complete the dumbwaiter. I just want to know what's going to happen next. While, Paul, you think through what you want to do next.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, dumbwaiter's done. Now you can try and talk the gnome into getting in it. I guess. Egg feels like he's held up his end of the bargain.
Mm-hmm.
He's
You've
no longer
prepared the dumbwaiter as best you
he
can.
no longer cares about the dumbwaiter. He had a little bit of fun making it though, or repairing it.
I wave away the
Actually,
letters
let's-
that say boo.
Let's see how well you did it. Make a tool check or strength check, I suppose.
Strength? All right.
Well, really, it would be like intelligence, I think. Go ahead and make an intelligence check.
Intelligence?
Yes, but you are proficient, so.
So it gets a +3.
Mm-hmm. So
That's a
7.
good roll.
Okay.
I'm gonna die for sure.
I tell Petalin, look, good as new. Mostly.
Oh god.
It's definitely not right angles and nothing is square. Egg just goes, it should hold.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's comforting.
Are you gonna get on this thing?
I want to say no.
Okay, you can.
No.
Just no. Then what? Do you just stand there?
Begrudgingly, after saying no, I'll go over to the dumbwaiter and I'll look down. I'll look down.
Well, the shoddy wooden platform that has replaced the old rotten one is mostly in your way, but you can see that it definitely it goes down.
Okay, I'm gonna take out my rope,
Mm-hmm.
and to the end of my rope, I'm gonna take my fishing lures
Okay.
and attach them to the end of the rope so that they make little jingly jangly sounds,
Okay.
and they have a little bit of a weight, like a
Okay.
fishing weight.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna feed that down the hole to see if I can find the bottom at the end of this 50-foot rope.
You don't.
Damn. Alright, pull my rope back up.
Oh, that's a long way down.
So, as you're pulling the rope back up, and it gets to the top, imagine your surprise when the fish you pull out is G. Hello.
Ah!
Quite a jingly thing you have there. I like it.
Where does this dumbwaiter lead?
Did you just go through the wall? I'm sorry, you asked a question.
I asked him where the dumbwaiter leads.
Where do all dumbwaiters lead? To the kitchen! And he zips back down.
See? Told you. No need to go down there.
Madame Beldam has a very defeated look on her face.
Egg saunters in through the door.
Mm-hmm.
Say, you could try and fit yourself in there, Madame Beldam. Or there's another hole if you want to jump down that one. It's a water grate that I opened up.
A nice smelly eggy water grate.
I'm going to take the plunge. But it probably just leads down somewhere. To a room we've been in, maybe. I don't know. I don't know where it goes. I threw a torch down there. But couldn't really see anything.
What do you do now?
Egg walks
I
over to the
sulk
stairs.
away.
He's done.
Back to the stairs,
Okay.
and notice that the other two are gone.
Mm-hmm.
I follow.
Okay.
I climb the
probably-
stairs.
Okay.
I just start going up. I just assume they're up there.
And I'll
Yeah.
follow.
So eventually you guys make it up where Zand and Thame are pondering life and the mysteries of the door.
Yeah, we're looking at this door. When they come up, I think I ask, how'd the dumbwaiter go?
Very well.
I see. You're still alive. Help us
Yep.
figure this out.
Who's got the tiny key?
I think it's a door.
I nod. And then I look over to him and say, yes, open it.
I rub the big iron key against it.
Sounds like iron on stone.
I rub the marble on it.
It
Try to,
makes
like,
that
write-
horrible scraping sound again.
Who's got the tiny key?
Same.
I have it, yeah.
Have you tried putting it in that crack that goes all the way down the middle?
Swipe it like a credit card.
I look at her like, what? And I do it. I'm just like, yeah, whatever, let's try it. And I do it.
The whole way down, it sounds like a tiny metal key scraping on stone.
I look at her and say, good plan.
Well, I thought there might be like a deeper part somewhere. It would fit in.
You could go try the dumbwaiter.
Oh god.
Or the hole that was under the tub. That's like a dumbwaiter, but there's no dumbwaiter. It's just a pit.
Are there any symbols or anything on this door? Like,
No.
or on
Nothing.
the frame?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem. There's nothing.
Well, it's possible there are things we need to find that we have not found.
Agreed.
I take the little half dome out of my pocket and I hand it to Thame so that he can hold it against the door and see if anything happens.
Yeah, I do so.
Nothing happened.
Okay.
God damn it, am I really gonna have to go down that dumbwaiter?
I was reading over the note again.
Yeah.
And I saw something about the orbs and the pillars and restarting the mechanism that the Keeper wrote about. I'm wondering if we've seen where this mechanism is.
Well, I just kind of assumed that the mechanism was us touching the pillars and the light turning on and off. But it could be something else, too.
I haven't heard of having to restart magic.
That's a good point.
Or reset, rather, is the actual word that's used.
Yeah, I kind of assumed whatever we needed to find, we would find up here.
But I'm wondering, it says restored the orbs to the pillars. They must be what's making the light appear. Maybe they're used for this sort of thing too. Although you magic types would know more about magic orbs.
Well, these orbs would certainly be powerful relics if, you know, the acolytes within the temple were willing to argue amongst themselves over them.
I look at them both and just say, do you know how this light system works? Like, I'm legitimately asking.
Nobody
No.
studied it.
Okay. I say, let's go back to the main floor.
Okay.
And I just start walking, with or without them. So I'm gonna say that I go back to the main entrance floor.
Yeah.
Which we missed on that last floor we were on, right? We opened all the ones we saw.
Yeah, I don't think we missed anything. I'm gonna just walk over to one of the pillars and study it. Like, just look at it intently.
Sure. It's intricately carved and has depictions of all the various elements in different ways. There's waves, and then it looks like a cliff, waterfall.
Nothing that would make sense to me, though. Like, as, like, a thing, right? Like, if you look at a light switch, it's obvious this is a mechanical thing that you do something with. There's nothing like that that I could see here.
Correct.
Right. I put my hand up against it because I haven't yet, and I want to just like completely empty my mind and just understand exactly everything I feel when I touch it.
Okay. It feels like stone.
Okay. And that's it?
Mm-hmm.
I turned to the madam and I said, well, it seems we might have to go back to your dumbwaiter plan after all.
Is the dumbwaiter really the only thing that hasn't been explored so far?
Egg goes back upstairs
Okay.
and checks the skeleton, the fake skeleton, model
Okay.
one that was in the tub. And I check its hands to see if it has 10 fingers.
It has 10 fingers.
Wow. Okay. Well,
I'm going to
this
take
isn't
my
something-
finger. I'm going to take the finger bone that I found and go all the way up to the top of the staircase to the door and put the finger on the door.
There is a loud grating sound from above after Petalin disappears up the stairs.
Egg runs to see what happened.
I am going to use message to send a quick shout out to the madam. So say, which is a cantrip that I have.
Mm-hmm.
But it's okay. You can all have it.
Yeah, I'm just walking up the stairs, not running. But and then when I get to the top of the stairs, I just look at her and say, "How?"
Well, you know, we magic types and all that.
Yeah.
It was the finger, wasn't it? Finger held all the secrets.
I can't quite put my finger on it.
If,
But
if only I had lifted a finger to help earlier.
Then maybe the dumbwaiter would have been better.
There was no way to make that dumbwaiter better.
That dumbwaiter certainly could use improvements.
This
It was pretty dumb.
the tunnel vision on this dumbwaiter is astounding.
so you guys can move yourselves over to the...
Yeah.
I don't know where I am.
Yeah, I had that problem too. I lost myself.
There I am.
I got you.
There
Okay.
I go.
If it's okay, I'm gonna feed the dogs real quick.
Oh yeah, we need to do that. So actually, this is a good spot to take a 10-minute break.
Okay.
We're gonna feed the animals, and then we'll come back and see if we can get this cracking.
Cool.
Crack-a-lackin'.